Hello people, welcome one and all to Jojo's Learning Club.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be dealing with quadratic equations. Before that, let me go on what is an equation. An equation is nothing but a statement which states that the two quantities are equal. And why do we solve an equation? We solve the equation so that to find the value of the unknown quantity from it. And these unknown quantities in an equation are called the roots of the equation. And for a quadratic equation, you can see that the highest power is 2. For example, you can see that all these are quadratic equations, right? Again, you can see that the power is 2. What does that mean? There are 2 roots for the equation. And if there was a power of 3, there would be 3 roots for the equation. So, now let's convert this factors into a quadratic equation. So, x plus 1 into x plus 3. So let us factorize it. What happens now? X square plus 1x plus 3x plus 3, right? X square plus 4x plus 3. So from these factors, now we found the quadratic equation. And when we convert this quadratic equation in terms of x plus 1 into x plus 3, these factors are called by doing factorization of quadratic equation. So now we have factorized this quadratic equation in terms of these factors. So when we equate this equation to 0, you can say that either this quantity is equal to 0 or this quantity is equal to 0. So x plus 1 is equal to 0 and x plus 3 is equal to 0. From that we can find the roots of the equation x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 3. So minus 1 and minus 3 are the roots of this quadratic equation. And to find the roots of the quadratic equation, in general there are 4 methods. Out of these 3 I will be discussing now, and the last method I will be discussing on further lessons. Okay, the first one is by factorization, which I am going to introduce for today. And the next method is by completing this square, which is by you do it by using a formula with perfect square. And by using the quadratic formula, you can just apply on the formula and you can find the roots. So by factorization, how it is, I will show it now. Okay. So by factorization, let's take the first problem itself here. Okay, the first problem is x square plus 2x minus 8. And when you have a quadratic equation, the first thing is you know that there are 2 roots for it, right? So it will be the form x minus a into x minus b is the general form for a quadratic equation. Okay, so you know that. Check the x square here. So what it is? What are the factors of x square here? X and x, right? So you can write on both sides of the equation x as here the factors. Okay, and now what are the factors of minus 8? Factors of minus 8 are, just please let me know, 1 minus 8, or it can be 8 and minus 1, right? Or it can be 2 and minus 4, and it can be also minus 4 and minus 2. Okay, let's substitute first x plus 1 and x minus 8 over here. So I am going to just replace the terms in the factors, right? These are the factors of minus 8, my 1 and minus 8. So what, let me check here. The condition is that when you add the product of inner term and the product of outer term, you have to get this middle term. So this is kind of a method with trial and error. So let me check 1x, this is the product of this, and minus 8x. See, what is the answer? Minus 7x. So this is not the answer. And now let's check again with the another product. Okay, x minus 8. In general, you don't have to do, you can just look at the equation and do it. But I'm just showing you each factors and how you have to take it on. Okay, you took 1 and minus 8 and it was not possible. Okay, just leave it. Both these are false. And now let's take 2 is here. So I'm going to take it as x plus 2. Right? And why here it is minus 4. So I'm going to consider here it as minus 4. So check it. 2x, and what is the product of the outer term? Minus 4x. Just add together. What happens? 2x minus 4x, that is minus 2x. Again, this is a false, right? Because we want our middle term. When we add the product of the inner terms and the product of the outer term, you have to get the middle term. Then only we can be sure that these are the roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, so this is also not a root of the quadratic equation. And what we have to do now? We have to check with the other root. Okay, other factors are minus 4 and 2. Let me take, sorry, this is 4 and minus 2. Okay, let me take this root x plus 4 and x minus 2. So what happens? Take the multiplication factor of both the inner and outer term, 4x, and what is it here? Minus 2x. So 4x plus minus 2x is 2x, right? And what is it here? It's the same, right? And this is how now you can be sure that these are the roots of this equation. So x plus 4 into x minus 2. If you have any doubts if whether the answer is wrong, you can just clarify it again. So x into x square minus 2x plus 4x. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. So x square plus 2x minus 8. Now you are double sure that these are the roots of the quadratic equation. It is not too complex. Just understand that when you have to do by factorization to find the roots, what you have to do? You have to check the first factor here. Okay, coefficient of x square. Sorry, you have to find the factors of x square here, the first term. What are the factors of x square? The factors of x square are x and x, that you have to write as the first term of both the factors that I have written here. The first factor, see, first term in both these factors, because x square when you factorize you have x and x. So similarly I have written here same. And now what is the next step? You have to find the factors of minus 8. And what is the condition for that? When you apply these factors, the product of the inner term and the product of the outer term, both these terms when you add together, you have to get this middle term. If you don't get that middle term, then it is a false answer. But if you are finding that middle term, then you can say that these are the roots of the quadratic equation. To make it more simpler, let's do two more problems so you'll get a better understanding. You will not have any doubts. Okay, so now let's do the second problem. What is the second problem? Okay, this is an interesting problem because in the last problem the coefficient of x square was 1 and it was kind of easy. Now it is kind of a little bit more tougher, but you will get a more introduction to how to do factorization of quadratic equation. Okay, now let's say, what did I say first? You have two factors, okay, two factors for a quadratic equation, and take the first x square term. Okay, you have to take the factors of it. What are the factors of it? X and 3x or 3x and x, right? These are the only possible factors. So you can write, there are many other, but in general there are 3x and x. Okay, I am writing 3x on one side and x on one side. And what is the next step? You have to take the constant term. Constant term, you have to find all the possible factors for it. So what are the possible factors of minus 4? Either 1 and minus 4 or minus 4 and 1. And what are the next one? 2 and minus 2. Okay, we are going to do all these three and then find out whether which is possible. Okay, first I am going to substitute. There is a plus 1, so I am going to put here plus 1. And here it is minus 4, so I am going to apply here minus 4. Now let me check x. 3x minus 4 minus 12x. So minus 12x plus 1x is minus 11x, and this is your middle part. So that is, when you multiply the inner terms of the factor and the outer terms of the factor, then it should be equal to the middle term of the quadratic equation, that is the coefficient and x component in the equation. Okay, I hope it's clear. And so I was actually lucky for this problem because with the first root itself I confirmed that these are the roots. Okay, so what are the roots in it? 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. Equate both equations to 0 and find the roots from it. 3x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by 3. What are the roots of it? X minus 4 is equal to 0. So what is it? X is equal to 4. But maybe you will have a doubt whether this is the only roots. Yeah, these are the only roots. Why can be double confirmed? Because we will also do problem with minus 4 and 1 and check whether these you get the middle term or not. Okay, let's apply with that. 3x minus 4 into x plus 1 it is, right? Plus 1 and minus 4. So what I am going to do? I am going to multiply here. So minus 4x. And what is the multiplication factor here? 3x. So what you have to do, I said, you have to add both the inner terms. What are the inner terms? These are the inner terms and these are the outer terms. So when I add together, what I get over here? Minus x. From this you can confirm that this is not equal to the middle term and this is a false equation. So the exact or the correct equation is the first root or with the first factors 1 and minus 4. I hope it's clear. And I know that you are little bit confused with these problems. Let's try out more problems, then you will get more comfortable with it. Okay, maybe we'll do the first problem itself, which you have done over here, which I have done in the first one to show you what are the factors of x square. Okay, you already know that 1 and 3 are the factors of it. Before that, I'm going to write here x square plus 4x plus 3. What did I say? There are two roots. You know that there are two roots to get, and when you factorize this, you get your quadratic equation. So for x square, what are the factors? X is one of the both the factors, right? X into x is x square. So factors of x. And what are the factors of 3 and 1? There are only possible 1. 3 is a prime number and there is only both two factors that are 1 and 3. You don't have to do much. So you can just multiply here plus 1 and 3. Right? And what did I say? These are the outer terms and this is the inner terms. Inner terms. And when you multiply your inner terms, it is x. What do you get when you multiply your outer terms? X into 3, that is 3x. So in total together, when you add together, you have to get your middle part of your quadratic equation. So what it is? 4x, and this is similar to 4x here. And now you can be confirmed that, so these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Let's do one more problem, so you'll get a better understanding again. Okay, 3. Write with another pen. So the next problem is 4x square minus 25. Okay, very interesting problem, which is equal to 0. First of all, let me write 4x square. So what are the factors of 4x square? You can write anyway, like in any method, right? Okay, these factors doesn't matter. So 4x square is like 2x and 2x, or you can write it as x and 4x, whichever way you wish. So I'm going to take 2x. Okay, 2x is on both sides of the equation. I write it as 2x into 2x is 4x square. Okay, what is minus 25? How do you get minus 25? Again, these are only possible with 5. So 5 or minus 5 and minus 5 and 5. You can place it however you wish. So you get 2x plus 5 minus 5. Okay, now let's add the middle term. What is the middle term here? There is no x part, right? So what is the middle term? Actually, it is 0x. So when you add both together, the inner terms and the outer terms, you have to get a 0. So then you can confirm that these are the actual roots of this quadratic equation. So let me multiply here. 5 into 2x is 10x. Again, 2x into minus 5x is minus 10x. So 10x minus 10x, 0x. And this is what you got. So you have confirmed that these are the factors of it. Okay, now let me find the factors from this. 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to minus 5. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2. And the next one is 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 5 by 2. So plus or minus 5 by 2 are the roots of these quadratic equation. And now let's do the fourth problem in this section. The roots of a quadratic equation are 1 by 3 and minus 2. So these are the roots of this equation. In general form, the quadratic equation can be represented as x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay, so this is the general form. So alpha and beta are the roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, in general, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to apply these values for alpha and beta. Let me take alpha is equal to 1 by 3 and beta is equal to minus 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply x minus 1 by 3, what it is? Okay, is it okay, right? So x minus minus 2, what it happens? X minus 1 by 3 into x plus 2. Okay, there is a fraction part. Now I have to move this fraction part. Before that, what I have to do? I have to take the LCM of this equation. Then only I can remove it. So this is equal to 0. So 3x minus 1 by 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Just cross multiply so that what happens? 0 into 3 is 0. So what is the equation now? 3x minus 1 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. So what are the factors? 3x is equal to 1. Just so you have to find the quadratic equation. Sorry, you don't have to find the roots here. You have to. So what I have to do? 3x square, right? So you got the x equal to 1 by 3 and x equal to minus 2. Same as these roots. Okay. So you are sure that the quadratic equation which you are going to write is true. So 3x square, then 3x into 2x is 6x. Minus 1 into x is minus x. And minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. So what is the quadratic equation? 3x square plus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation from the roots 1 by 3 and minus 2. And now let me take you to the other problem. Find the equation if the roots are plus 5 and minus 5. So I'm going to write a problem. I don't have a space, still I will manage. So x minus alpha is here 5 and beta is minus 5 in this problem. So let me take x minus alpha 5. And what is it here? Beta x minus minus 5, and that will become x minus 5 into x plus 5. So these are the two roots of this equation. Okay, now let me find the equation from it. X square plus 5x minus 5x minus 25. So what is the equation? This gets cancelled. So x square minus 25 is our equation. I hope this section was very much clear. And on my next section, I'm going to take the second part of it by completing the square. This is kind of like you make the one side as a perfect square, so you can simply find the roots. I will be explaining more on that chapter. Okay, see you over there. Bye bye.